Project E-Cubed is a weekend and summer enrichment program for students in our 5-district collaborative.
I think that one of the most exciting things about Project E-Cubed is it has helped students from smaller communities that are less diverse develop long-term friendships with students from Austin.
Project E-Cubed is a place where students are coming to learn more about the world and their place in the world and getting their hands dirty more or less in doing science.
We have 4 different classrooms that the students go to, and essentially they learn all different things, but they're all connected together.
We have a lot of engaging activities that are engineering or science related, or we do a lot of literacy work, and we have them respond in their journals through writing.
I think how E-Cubed has helped me become a better learner is how to understand people better and how to work together with people better when I'm trying to understand something, if someone's trying to talk to me when I'm trying to learn something. It'll help me when someone's trying to explain something to me, it helps me understand it better.
It helps me because to learn more about the world, because in China there are big bad pollution and they can cancel school and they call it Pollution Day.
E-Cubed has given students from around Malheur County an opportunity to come and do science and push themselves to become better academically.
We support that by supporting each other. So my activity will engage itself or lend itself well to Aaron's activity, which will then lend itself well to the next activity. So by the time they make a rotation of 4 classrooms, they've worked with the same concept for a considerable length of time, and they seem to grasp the idea quite well.
So we've looked at deforestation in the Amazon and air pollution in China, and we're working our way down to some of the different habitat issues that we have in our own backyard that affect the animals, that affect our water, and affect us.
Getting the kids more hands-on, not just sitting in their desk, getting information and then taking a test on that. So doing those hands-on activities makes their learning expand more.
I think the best part of E-Cubed is the hands-on projects, the engineering projects, because then you can do whatever you want with it, and you can if you wanted to one of our projects that we did was this. We created tried to create an air filter, and so it's kind of cool how you get to figure it out yourself and engineer it yourself.
I think the best part of E-Cubed is learning, because then we can find out how things work around the world and how we can stop them.
I wanted to work with the E-Cubed because definitely of the students. The students' age, they are so engaged, they are extremely enthused, they love to investigate, they still love science at this age, and I learn from them. They're so inquisitive and such bright little lights, and bring a lot of great ideas that are way beyond what I can even think of.
I strongly believe that E-Cube gives the students a greater opportunity to achieve goals in life. I love science, engineering, any of that kind of work. I love the 4th, 5th, 6th grade age level, and it's a great opportunity to work with kids that are above average and try to get them higher to the next level.
Offering opportunities to go on field trips around the region, walking down to the creek in boots and kick nets to get macroinvertebrates. Those are opportunities that normally we never get to take our students, but that was our main focus, was to try to provide something extremely different to support the learning that happens during the school year.
For me, when we had our final day last year of E-Cubed in the summer, and we kind of had the culminating activities where they all came together. They each chose specialty areas, and we allowed the public and the families to come in to see that. To me, it was such an incredible day of a year's worth of work, and it was just really exciting.
At the end of the day, we each from each classroom have a question that makes them think about what they've learned, And most kids will come up and tell you how they've connected either the previous E-Cube day or from a month before, or they'll say, oh, I realized that your class, Miss Robinson, connects to Mrs. Irvin's because of this reason. And so to see them connecting those without us even having to ask them is where I've seen the most student growth, I would say.
I've learned about myself that I've learned about myself that I can like work with people better now and understand like how to like when someone gives you a project, like gives you specific rules and tells you exactly how to do it, and then they just let you do it. It's kind of helped me better to follow the instructions on how they're supposed to go.
It can pay off of being smart, because when you're smart, you can have more privileges.
And every weekend we'll have kids making connections to stuff that we learned the weekend before or even last year, because they're multiple year students and they help each other, and just the excitement in general about the different topics that we've done.
Just hearing the testimonies from our families, our parents, and the students about how they look at Project E-Cube as kids' college rather than that extra thing I have to do, or they talk about how their child doesn't even need an alarm clock on E-Cube Saturdays because they're up and ready to go before the parents are.
I think our staff is really passionate about Project E-Cubed and making it a fun, hands-on environment. They really build great relationships with the students. They've focused on getting the parents involved. Our success coaches have been instrumental in reaching out to parents and making sure that language isn't a barrier so that they can get all the information about it and encourage students to enroll and engage and get the families involved. So I think that the efforts that everyone who's been involved with it have made have really been what's made it successful.
I think the idea itself to start was a great idea. I think that David and Christy put together a good package, and getting the different districts involved and the different kids involved, and it's kids that want to be there. They want to learn this stuff, so that's the coolest part for me.
I believe that E-Cube has been successful, number one, because the kids want to be there. They want to learn. I've heard multiple times from a lot of parents, I don't even have to set my kids' alarm. They're up, they're ready to go, and it's not the same for school. And so the kids already know that they're gonna come and they're gonna have fun, but they're also gonna be learning.
Oh, I think the success truly comes from the teachers, their dedication, their passion for teaching outside the box and bringing the outside world into the students. They put their heart and soul into every session that we work.
I see it in the faces once the month has gone by and they get together again and they enjoy each other's company. And because I've seen a lot of relationships built through a program like this.
David Wolf, also the person that's running it, has done a great job of giving us some freedom to find what are the best ways to do this, how are we going to make this interesting for students. Also, the students want to be there. For example, one of the students this last week said that they wanted to come to E-Cube instead of going to their basketball tournament, which to me is really amazing. Anytime that a student says, I would rather go do school than go to my basketball tournament.
I have had numerous students who still will call me out on last year's topic, which was water conservation. And I'll have students come up to me and say, what do you have your water in today, Ms. Irvin? Because I had made a pledge to them. Ms. Irvin is done with plastic water bottles. So, I mean, to me, that's success. They took that with them, and they're reminding me that that's what we need to continue to do. And it wasn't just words that we were saying, but actions that we were going to be carrying through.
I really like E-Cube because there's a lot of different people there, and you get to meet and learn different people, and you get to meet people from different schools, and you just get to learn and it's like school on the weekend, and you get to engineer a lot, and I think it's just one of the best things you could possibly do for an extra thing.
I like it because it has some great help and some other students like to participate.
What we hope they gain from the project is a passion for math and science. We hope to push them to develop their talent and their potential and their critical thinking skills so that they will take higher level science and math classes, even if they traditionally maybe wouldn't have been viewed as students who would be successful in those kind of rigorous classes. So we want to increase their confidence and their academic skills so that they can be successful in higher level classes.
I hope that because they're part of E-Cube, that the students will have that internal motivation and that drive to learn and maximize every school day that they have, to challenge themselves to take more challenging courses once they start doing more of elective type classes, to choose classes that they're passionate about. Maybe it's about science, maybe it's about engineering and robotics, maybe it's about woodworking, but hopefully find their niche, what they're passionate about. And also to develop just community advocates, that we see there's problems in our local community and in our global community, and not to be afraid to try to solve some problems on their own. I think that's what our 21st century learner really needs to be able to do, is find problems and create solutions for them.
When the students leave the program, my hope for them is that they will be better informed and that they will use what they have learned to inform others. And I think that we've had plenty of messages from parents who've told us that students are now counting how long or timing how long they take showers.
Or putting the bucket in the shower.
Putting the bucket in the shower to collect water, or I think we've had all sorts of stories that would indicate to us they are informed, and they come back to us and they say, you know, we heard this month, and share with us something that ties in with something that we're teaching them. So they are taking it with them.
Ultimately, the goal is to have the students take what they learned in class and apply it to their daily life.
The student is willing to ask questions, search for the answer, and do things in a way that is meaningful for them.
I see it in my daughter every time she learns something new. How has given her that confidence that she can achieve anything she wants, and that learning is fun. It depends how you see it, but it's fun.
I think that E-Cubed will help develop the citizen scientist, is something that we talk about a lot, where they have the skills that they need to learn more about the particular topic that they have.
E-Cubed is everything that you would love to do at school, and you get to do that. This summer I'm excited because I get to go outside and do science. So it's everything that I love about school, and I get to do that.
It doesn't feel like you're in school. So even though you're coming to school, a lot of the kids, they'll say to you, oh, I wish this wasn't over, or I wish we had more time, or I wish this was longer, or I wish it was every weekend. And so it's one of those things where I think we bring a fun spin to school.
Every kid should experience a program like this. I don't think it should matter your potential. It's more about the experience. And I think we would have more kids that would graduate from high school or go on to college if programs like this would happen more frequently.